Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon News. Today, we're going to be giving an update on the Emboar raid, as it seemed to be a little bit more difficult to complete than the other Mightiest Mark raids we faced so far, and provide some insights on some other Pokemon news that has been released this week. Let's get started. Emboar was released last weekend for its first romp through Paldea, and will be returning again this weekend, starting late on Thursday. Emboar has the ability Reckless, making its attacks Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, and Head Smash do more damage. It's only going to reset your stats once early on in the raid, but it's going to reset its own stats twice, and when it has 40% hit points remaining, it's going to bulk up twice, and then it uses Heat Crash at 20% HP. This is going to make Emboar incredibly dangerous, as it already was strong and capable of taking your Pokemon out in one hit if you weren't careful or if you got a critical hit. So this is definitely a challenging raid from a Pokemon that I think a lot of people underestimated. Let's go over a couple builds that I've seen have success on the internet. I haven't gotten to try the Emboar raid. I was out of town last week, so I didn't get the opportunity to take a shot at it. But these are the three raid builds that I've seen that have worked the best. The first here is Armarouge with a ground Terra type. It has Flash Fire to take Flare Blitz out of consideration. It has Shell Bell, and then it's got a heavy IV or EV investment in defense. The moves Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Acid Spray, and Scorching Sands are what's going to get you through the day. And the goal is to raise your defense to survive attacks, and then use Calm Mind and Scorching Sands to defeat Emboar. Acid Spray can be used to eliminate its stat buffs later on in the raid. Annihilate is another Pokemon that has seen some success online. Once again, heavily invested in defense. And it has Rain Dance, Rage Fist, and Bulk Up. Rain Dance is going to weaken its attacks against you, and then you can use Bulk Up and then Rage Fist to do damage. You should definitely make sure you wait to Terra until after you put up a fresh round of rain so you don't get knocked out and lose that Terra. But Annihilate is definitely a solo option for this raid. Finally, I have seen some success with Garchomp as a Pokemon with the ground Terra type, and once again, some heavy defense investment. You're going to want to give it Earthquake as its attacking move, Swords Dance to raise its attack power, Rain Dance to limit its attacking power, and then Breaking Swipe, which you can use to lower Emboar's attack. You can use Breaking Swipe early on to lower its attack, and then once it uses the bulk ups, use Rain Dance to lower its striking power so that you can continue to knock it out. Moving away from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Sleep now. The Summer Festival is underway, and it's going to go until Sunday. Take advantage of this event to get Cramorant and also some Pokemon that are of the water and flying and bug type. They have also added a Cramomatic onto the island for this event, where you can exchange large amounts of Pokemon candy for specific type candy. So for instance, if you had like a bunch of Pikachu candy that you haven't used, you could turn it in and potentially get an electric candy or another type of candy. Also to look forward to in Pokemon Sleep, Suicune will be coming at the end of this month. Make sure to strengthen up your water type Pokemon for this event, like Blastoise, Feraligatr, Cramorant if you can get it, Vaporeon, and then Slowbro and Slowking, all are water types. It would also be beneficial if you acquire a Master Biscuit and a good camping ticket prior to the event. Moving into Pokemon Go, we are in the full lead up to Pokemon Go Fest. The first in-person event happened this past weekend in Spain, and there will be 2 more of those, but for everybody not going to the in-person events, the global event will be July 13th and 14th. Tickets for this event are about $15, so you will have to spend some money to get access to this event, but some of the rewards will be worth it. Necrozma and its forms are going to be debuting during this event. There will be a timed research event for Marshadow, the new mythical Pokemon released during this Go Fest, and then Jangmo-o will have its shiny debut. Not to mention, there will also be Ultra Beast raids. Some Ultra Beasts will now be able to be shiny in these raids, and There will be all sorts of different Pokemon out and about that are native to Alola. So if you're missing a lot of the lowland Pokemon, and also some regional locked Pokemon, this is your opportunity to get them if you're willing to pay the $15. In the Pokemon TCG world, the latest set from Japan has been announced, and it's going to be called Stellar Miracle. This set will not be in the Shrouded Fable set that's released in August, so we'll have to wait until probably October before we see these cards in America. But it's going to feature some new Ace-Spec cards, as well as Stellar Terra-type Pokemon like Lapras and Terapagos. It seems like Stellar Terra Pokemon are going to have multi-energy attacks that are very powerful. For instance, I was online reading about the Lapras card, and its 3 energy attack allows you to search your deck for like the top 20 cards of your deck for energy and then attach them however you want. Very powerful ability. The Terapagos one was also very strong. I don't remember 100% what it does, but clearly these powerful EXs are going to be very challenging in gameplay. We'll see what happens. I think it's probably going to be a lot of basic ones for these that are going to just have really insane attacks that are limited by energy requirements. This set is also going to feature Hydrapple EX, so a new EX with Hydrapple in it. And then there's going to be an Archaludon card in this set as well, which is not an EX, but that might be in the next Japanese set. They'll have Archaludon in there. So it looks like they're shifting to the Blueberry Academy in the last part of the DLC for the cards, which is pretty exciting. Finally, Worlds is coming up in August, and after today's Nintendo Direct with no Pokemon news, I would assume all of the news that we are going to get about Pokemon ZA and any other major Pokemon projects that are going to be coming out in 2025 will be revealed in Honolulu this summer. So look forward to that. Start your speculation. What's ZA going to be like? Are we going to be getting the Game Boy Pokemon games on the Switch? Who knows? We'll find out soon, but I'm pretty excited. Thanks so much for tuning in, as per usual, for Pokemon news. And of course, subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything that's happening in the Pokemon world. We'll be back when more news hits, and until then, best of luck out there, trainers. Continue catching them all.